Here we are live. Greetings, humans, greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran of... That's right, people, that would be the woods, where bears live. Yes, indeed, great to have everyone here. Always a thrilling show, Wednesdays and Saturdays, all the time, people. Great to have everybody here. You know what? You could help out a bear here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button for Bear. He would appreciate it very much. Get a little bit of shadow banning here from old YouTube. So we got to kind of go around that. So he'd be appreciative. Very much. Very much. Well, there you go. Oh, look at Bear. I tell you what, all dressed up and handsome there. Put on the old suit and tie. Bear doesn't really wear that many clothes, especially pants. But, it's a special occasion there. They got the whole Taylor Swift situation going on. We'll get to that in just a minute. Bears. I don't know how many people want to listen to frickin' Bear's dating life, but, the whole Taylor Swift situation out there. We will get into that as well. Just taking on all sorts of sacred cows out there for people. But, you know what we're going to get into real quick here. We do it every month. That's right, people. That would be the national months of being October here. Being October. Which, for some reason, let me try it here. Let's try it one more time and see if it works. Pardon me, people. Of course it doesn't. Tim Apple, gosh darn it. The whole situation with Apple as well. We'll get into that in just a minute here, talking about... I got a new phone, people. Got a brand new phone for Bear here. So we'll discuss that here in just a minute. But let's go ahead and jump straight into the National Day calendar, people. October months of. That would be, people, can you believe? It's National Cryptocurrency Month? I could have sworn NFTs were dead. Crypto was going down. But yet they get their own month, people. It is National Non-GMO Month. So, I'm not sure really how that works with the old vaccine, with the Wu flu out there, but you want to have your non-GMO vaccine for your Wu flu or any other flu out there. People, it is a Filipino American History Month. If you are a Filipino, happy month to you, sir, and or madam. National Economic Education Month. You gotta be up on your education with your 1, 2, 3s. You gotta learn how to save, people. It is National Women's Small Business Month. I suppose if they have big businesses, they're not included, people. I'm sorry. World Blindness Awareness Month. Who said that? Who out there must have said that? It is Day Autonomous Awareness Month. Make sure you're aware of Das Autonomous, people. You gotta make sure you're aware of that. People, as bears around the forest will tell you, not only this month, but every month, is Fire Prevention Month, people. Don't tell Mike Miller out there, or Cecil, as a matter of fact. It is National Dwarfism Awareness Month. I have to let him know on the show tonight. National ADD/ADHD Awareness Month. If you can keep your concentration. People, it's a National Pet CBD Month. Well, if you are a pet to some undeserving human, I guess you gotta have a little bit of CBD oil in there to get by the days out there. Get by the days. Although, if you give your pet CBD, aren't you gonna have to feed them a little bit more? Or aren't they gonna just be begging for food every time they, I don't know, Chewies, I suppose? I don't know, Bear doesn't know. National Principles Month, people. National Sudden Cardiac Arrest Awareness Month. Oh my god, someone tell Fred Sanford that. Someone tell. Elizabeth might be coming. I'm just me because month. Okay, we'll go with that. National Sensory Processing Awareness Month. You gotta be aware. especially during Blindness Awareness Month, about your sensory processing. National Dropout Prevention Month. I'm wondering if there is a National Dropout Month that they have. I wonder if that is November. They prevent you from dropping out in October, only to just get by the rolls for the first part of that school year, and then everybody else can go delinquent for the rest of the year. You don't need to learn. What was it they had? They did some sort of survey in LA where they had like 13% of certain groups only were able to figure out math, and like 20-30% of English. So yeah, you gotta prevent that. National Learning and Development Month, people. World Menopause. It's all month, all world long. Holy cow! Menopause. Be careful, people. Workplace Politics Awareness Month. You gotta be aware of what you're talking about on the cooler. Yes, indeed. Wishbones for Pets Month. I guess when they're high from the CBD oil, they need some wishbones. Vegetarian Month. Never. Talk about Prescriptions Month. Well, let's talk about all those prescriptions you're giving your pets out there. Crying out loud. Tackling Hunger Month, people. Bear's tackling hunger the only way that he knows how. By eating an entire boat of sushi. Just like that. Delicious. So delicious. Don't know what's more beautiful, Taylor Swift or a boat of sushi out here. Probably the boat. Gonna go with the boat. Oh, we've got stories, people. By the way, it is National, if you would believe it, National Taco Day is today, people. On a Wednesday. You'd figure it'd be on a Tuesday, but nope, it's on a Wednesday. Squirrel Awareness Month. Bear is aware of squirrels every month of the year. Oh, always just laughing at Bear out there. Just chuckling away up there in the trees. Bear, shakes his claws at him. I'll get you, squirrels. They're just like, they're just always laughing at Bear. Bear is very well aware of squirrels, people. It's also Spinach Lovers Month, people. Congratulations, Popeye. Self-promotion month. Thank goodness. Bear is doing his own self-promotion here, right here. There you go. A clickbait link for everybody. National Sausage Month. Miss Taylor, I did not. There was nothing implied in there. Nothing implied with National Sausage Month. Right Brainers Rule Month. All month long, people. Then those lefties come in and take over. Rhubarb Month. Rhubarb? It's just Rhubarb Month. Not Rhubarb Awareness. Okay, we'll go with it, people. Rhizomes and Persimmons Month, people. Get your flowers in. Rett Syndrome Awareness Month. I have no idea what that was. Raptor Month. Is that the is that the bird? Is that the dinosaur? Or is that the Ford F-150 Raptor? Kind of hard to tell here, people. A little hard to tell. With just Raptor Month. I guess we gotta celebrate all of them there. A Positive Attitude Month, people. You gotta have a positive attitude all month long. You might get in trouble here with the Filipinos. It's also Polish American Heritage Month. In October. You'd figure it would be German American Heritage Month, with it being Oktoberfest and all that sort of stuff. But I guess not. We got to find out how many Polish Americans does it take to screw in a light bulb during a Polish American Heritage Month. Photographer Appreciation Month. People, we're going to talk a little bit about photography here. Stick with Bear. Pear and pine. That's a very interesting combination. Pear and pineapple month. You'd figure it would be one or the other. I guess one is for the northern hemisphere, and the other is for the southern hemisphere. I'll let you figure out which one is which. Organize your medical information month, people. That's right, if you're out in the woods, you'd never know when you might be accosted by some angry animal out there, people. So organize your medical information. Otherwise, you might find yourself in a bad pickle there. Wonder if it's Pickle Awareness Month. National Sudden Infant Death Syndrome Awareness Month. National Work and Family Month. Pick a lane there. Is it work or is it family? Do you bring your family to work during the whole month of October? You might. You might. National Window Covering Safety Month, people. National Toilet Tank Repair Month, I suppose. National Stamp Collecting Month. National Spina Bifida Awareness Month. National. Oh, for crying out loud, it's only a month? It's also National Vegan Month. How does this work? How does National Seafood Month fit in with National Vegan Month? Doesn't make any sense. Unless you are right in the middle of National Sarcasm Awareness Month. Sarcastic Awareness Month, people. It's the greatest month ever. No, that was sarcasm, people. National RSV Awareness Month, had no idea. National Roller Skating Month. National Reading Group Month. This goes on. Oh, there we go. We're at the end. Like they slammed everything from the entire 9 months previous. It's like, oh my god, we forgot National Pregnant and Infant Loss Awareness Month. Throw it in October. Just throw it in there. Just kind of grab bag. Kind of grab bag month, I suppose. And National Protect Your Hearing Month, people. Make sure you're protecting your hearing out there from loud creatures like bear here. Like bear. So there you go. Go on roller skating. Be sarcastic. Eat some seafood. Collect your stamps. Repair your toilets, people. The bear doesn't have to worry about. Just goes in the woods. Organize your medical information and all the other photography. Raptor Month, rhizomes, rhubarb, right brainers, all the R's in there for October. Arr. There you go. There you are, people. So there you go. From the good folks here, I scroll all the way up here. National Day Calendar, people. National Day Calendar. Some good stuff. Good stuff from them out there. All right. Actually, Bear actually has. Before we get into the Taylor Swift situation here. Let's go ahead. We've got a couple campaign updates here for you good people. So let's go ahead. Check that out, including Uncle E still riding strong here. Let's see, 540,000, just over 540,000. Let's see, 4,047 backers. So congratulations, doing some excellent work out there. Excellent stuff. Hopefully most of the people that are still waiting. Oh, hopefully you're not waiting, but hopefully some of the people that got the honeycomb box are starting to receive theirs. I know there's some anxiousness out there, but I believe it should be going out, unless maybe you're international or somewhere in Australia or something like that. So there you are. Speaking of which, you've only got people. If Beer can find it here, thing with the thing. Come on, Beer. From Shane Davis. And Yanzi Lin, apparently. 11 days left on Axcend Level Up. Let's see, this was from a day or two ago, so you probably have less than 10 days, people. Hello, 9 Lives comic supporters. Ooh. We're less than 10 days from the closeout for Axcend Level Up. Some tiers may be removed at the end of the date, so if you have a tier that you've been looking to buy, it's better that you get it now, people, because it's gonna go away. If you're looking for something unique in this campaign, be sure not to miss the Mark's Tex era Glow in the Dark. Oh, very cool. Cover from Volume 1. Buy together with the John Malin cover and get an exclusive dog. Choose. Trading cards. There you are. There's all 3 of them there. Let's see. I think the Malin cover there is on the right. And yeah, there we go. The text. There it goes. Got it signed there. So there you go. With that shoes. Uh-oh. What the hell? For crying out loud. There we go. Okay. There is, let's see. I've got new OSs on the phone, on the iPad, and of course, the computer as well. So, still learning some of the new craziness that they have here. But there we go. There is there is that. Let's see. We've hit the 70K mark. Congratulations for the campaign and the combined total from the Nine Lives Comics .com page. Yeah, go check it out. It's in the description for beer. The art contest for Axcend Level Up is officially open. There you go, people. Be sure you get your entry in before mid-December. Mid-December, people. That's important. Using the hashtag Ascend in your Twitter X. How long are we going to keep calling it Twitter? Do we call it X? If X changes the name, do we call it XX? I'm not sure. If you get banned off of X, do you still say I'm X'd? I've been X'd on X. Anyways, account and tag both Shane Davis Art and Yanzi Lin out there. Or I guess it should say Lin Yanzi. Lin Yanzi. Bear appreciates either. Saving his camera here. As we've crossed the 80K mark as well, all books will be signed. Oh, very cool. I kind of like how they did that. I do. Some campaigns don't sign. Some campaigns do, like John Balin out there. He'll sign your books if you get like one of the highest tiers out there. But yeah, this is good. I'm glad that once they reach a certain mark, 80K out here, they'll be signed. So very cool. Very cool. Remaster pages being inked and colored. So here is a sneak peek of a new colored page. There you go. Whoa, hey, hello. We'll assume that's an outline. Yeah, that's it. That's it. She's completely clothed, people. Completely clothed. Anyways, there you go. Back on Nine Lives Comics. And back on Indiegogo as well. I tell you, people, I would suggest just go ahead, go on to Shane's site out there. Every time that Berg goes on to Indiegogo and tries to look something up, it's like, oh, well, we've got 20 other things to sell you from some crackpots out there getting like 20 bucks. Help me with my student film about, the lesbian that gets lost in, I don't know, 18th century middle America. Like, crying out loud, nobody wants to go see that. So, anyways, yeah, go check out. We've got a number of them. So if you go in the description, Nine Lives, Alterna. Let's see, there was another one as well. Oh gosh, Eric Letter's too much. I'm trying to remember his book. Oh, the Battle Brick Road. Battle Brick Road. Yes, indeed. And there might be a couple others as well. So go check it out. Go check it out there in the description. Well, finally, we've get some Lesters here. Good to see Melissa out here, and of course Amy. I don't know why I didn't get your notification, because Bear, once again, is being shadow banned. But that's okay. You're here now. We appreciate it. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. That helps out Bear quite a bit. I hope you and Mrs. Swift are happy together. Well, oh, there's a whole story behind that. But she doesn't have a great track record for that kind of thing. I know Bear always wanted to be in a song. It's like, oh, hey, that'd be cool to be in a song. Song about a bear. That'd be pretty cool. I was hoping for like a rock song. Maybe a gangster rap song. That would be kind of interesting. I know it was in a Taylor Swift pop song. So we'll get into that. Into that momentarily, people. Momentarily. But instead of that, we've actually got some great news here. Great news here from Narwhal. That's right, he's got a book here. He's got on Indie. I just told you don't go to Indiegogo, and here we are at Indiegogo. A new book, he says, Hotel Story. It's live, people. Hello, Cerberus backers. Well, I'm sure Timmy, little Timmy might be getting in touch with you here shortly, Narwhal, about a missing book. Don't worry about it. You can ignore that email. He says, my new book, Hotel Story, is a collaboration with the legendary cartoonist Jared Jewell. 128 pages in full color. Finally, he's coloring it. It is a full, complete graphic novel, but is part one of two of the story. He says a beautiful witch. Actually, I can show it right here, people. Let's show it. There we go. There we are. Doing pretty good. $8,864. Just only a couple days here, so doing pretty good. Let's see. It is a full, complete graphic novel, but is part one of a two-part story. A beautiful witch. Is there any other? I cast a mass sacrifice spell from the top floor of Hotel Constantinople. Uh, Bear could make a joke there, but he's not. It has a great cinematic script and some really fun cartooning. My favorite project yet, he says. You can get it there. Well, right there. There is Indiegogo right there, so you can go check that out. That is also in the description, so looking pretty good. Looking very, yeah, kind of very, reminds me of kind of, I don't know, like late 90s sort of animation, like, um, not quite the DreamWorks animation, but that sort of kind of look to it. Or maybe kind of the Fox, maybe a little bit more of a Fox animation to it. Bear is not a animation expert by any means, but there you are. The colors do look nice. The colors do look. By the by, I apologize to everybody out here. Normally, Beer tries to do the chat on the side here, but I gotta learn a whole new OS here, people. So it's blocking Bear for some reason. I usually try to break out the chat. You can kind of break it out in a separate window, but for some reason it's not letting Bear. Let's just try it. Let's see if it works here. Pop out chat. Nope. Nope. Go straight to private browsing for some reason. Okay, let's see. Does it show? Nope, it won't show it. Sorry, people. So we'll figure it out, and hopefully it'll come back the next time here. But that's Bear's problem and not yours. Bear's problem, but not yours, people. There you go. Some good stuff. Good stuff from old Narwhal. Go check it out. It's not him drawing it, but apparently a story by him and also colored by him. So do go check it out. Do go check it out. And finally, what is the new OS? It is Sonoma. Let me take a look. Let's figure it out. Figure it out here together, people. Um, do the thing with the thing. Sonoma. Sonoma. So it's 14. 14. For the Mac. For the Mac out there for you good people. They usually do it like every year. Beer just got used to. Oh gosh, I can't remember the previous one. Napa? No. Sonoma. Let's see. There was Big Sur. They used that for the longest time. Then there was another one. I just got used to the latest OS, and then I had to re-update here. So, Beer got a new. Actually, let me see if it'll come up here for you good people. Let's see if it'll come up for the folks here for Beer. All right, let me get out of that. Do the thing with the thing. Get into that. Da 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 da. Will it work? Will it work? Nope, I don't need October. Don't need October. Let's see. There we are. There we are. So I just set it up really quickly here, people, so you can kind of see a little bit of the crap in the background here with there's iPad and he's got the other stuff in the background there as well. But anyways, yeah, very cool. I just quickly got it set up here for the brand new iPhone, the iPhone 15 here. So I've got it on a little tripod where it's got a little video head, so it'll tilt. I haven't figured out how to do the zoom. It's connected to the computer, so like I can't zoom in or out or anything like that, but I can pan up and down and left and right. There's Bear's iPad there. There we go. So I just playing around, checking out, having some fun with it there. So we'll figure it out. Figure it out here. I'm just not really set up to do the video here for you good people. You can probably see the wires from Bear's audio mixer in the background. There we go. Tried to cover it up the best he could. Best he could. So, anyways, that's the new iPhone. The new iPhone, people. Let's see. She says, "Oh yeah, Max like to do that. Yeah, everything. If I leave it, if I leave the browser window open and go do something else, it locks the browser. I have to go in and redo it. It already happened to Beer like once or twice here. So, hey, fun stuff that Beer has to do. Fun stuff. Ooh, pretty bug. Yeah, I tell you, why am I on Axcend? Hold on. What the heck? I thought it would have. Is it not doing it? Hmm. Wonder why it's not. Wonder why it's not showing. Interesting. I can see it here. Hmm. Let's see if we go back. Why is it? It's just showing the Axcend. Oh, for crying out loud! Let's see. I've changed it. It should change back. 30 seconds. Da 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 da. Waiting for beer. So annoying. Yeah, lock your browser. So annoying. That's true. That's true. It has to be a nightmare for tutorials. Yes. Um, are you people seeing the Axcend thing up there? Or are you seeing the Earthbound? Because it's not showing here for beer. Let's see. It's live. It's live. Do the live thing. Oh, for crying out loud. Oy. Anyways, this is beer's fun. Um, Gosh dang it. You see me and Mrs. Swift. Okay, let's see if it will. Let's see if we'll go back. Okay, there is the news. I'm getting a twirly. I'm getting a twirly here, so it's not doing. Hold on, let beer. Hopefully this works. I'm gonna try refreshing here. Let's see if that works. All right, fingers crossed. Well, claws crossed. Okay, connect streaming software. I am connected. Okay, there we are. I don't know. For some reason it's held up on beer here. Held up on beer. All right, let's see if this does it do the thing with it. Maybe possibly. No. Interesting. I don't know why it's. Ah, there we go. Okay, all right. So that works. And there we go. There is hopefully the video. Hello, people. See it? There we go. I still gotta get used to the dang lenses. I, I'm so used to the camera where the lenses are straight, and this one, of course, it's way off in the way far corner over there. Go figure. Anyhow, it just happened to work out that there's Earthbound and there's talking about it. So there we go. There we are. There is that. There is that. There. I just wanted to show. Just wanted to show that we will. Now that Beer can hook it up to OBS, one of the things that Beer wants to do, like for example, let's see if this will work. The light out of the way. Like I want to be able to do. Beer's got switching, so he can switch between two cameras on his device here. So I wanted to be able to do it. Pardon me, people. To be able to do it where it would be like a downward one like that, where you could see see the hand and see the book and all that sort of stuff, and then have another one shooting from this way, from that way as well. So there we go. I like the MagSafe on there. I've got a thing that hooks up to the tripod here. We're gonna be making some videos about it. That it like magnetically. Try it again. It will magnetically. There we go. Stick to it, so it kind of stays in place there. There you go. There is Bear's video tutorial for the day here. Ooh, Bear is going to do multiple camera angles. I've done it in the past, but I couldn't hook up the phone that Bear was borrowing at the time for the overhead shot. So if you see some of the box opens that Bear did live that he reposted, some of those are cross-cut. But I had to do it after the fact. This one I can do it live, so I hope I can do it live. We'll see. We will see. We'll play around with it, but there you go. There is that. Here we go. There we are. All right. One more. I had one more campaign update here for you good people. Of course, that wouldn't help if I had it in black, because it needs to be black and white, people. That's right, from the great Art T-Bear. He says the heavy lifting is done. The pencils and inks for the 64-page main adventure are done. Yay! He says there are 3 pages left to be colored, and then it's off to Eric Letters Too Much for his wonderful balloon work. I had no idea he made balloons. That's great. I'm assuming like the clowns at the circus where they kind of make him into like a dog or make him into a giraffe or something like that. Seen one that's like a little piggy. Those are always fun. Always like I had no idea Eric Weathers was a balloon artist. Very cool. I'm so very proud of this book. Bear Kids, Eric, Bear Kids. I really believe it's the best work I've ever done. Well, let's take a look at some of this stuff. Some great stuff here from the Art T Bear. That's some great colors. Excellent colors. I believe it's the best work I've ever done, and the team that I've assembled is plussing every page. He says also stay tuned for a very special announcement for the bonus epilogue story. Interesting. I wonder if that's going to be part of the campaign or not. Very cool. I'm telling you, this actually looks. I hope I'm not going out on a limb here, but I would say Black and White 2 actually looks a lot better than Black and White 1. I know Art was still trying to come up with the. He did essentially a remaster of the entire book that he did back in the 90s. So I know probably getting back into it, learning the whole panoply of stuff that you have to do with the independent market out there, and also trying to get shipping and fulfillment and going online as well. I probably had to learn a whole lot of stuff there. I love this page or panel, probably a panel here. Love it. Very cool. Eat your heart out, Taylor Swift. Anyways, so probably had a lot to learn, a lot to go on. This one probably a little bit more. It seems like he went through it a little bit quicker this time. So very good, very good there with the robot battling action. Robot battling action out there. And he says he's also got another thing here with the long-awaited winner announcement for the trading cards. Let's check those out. Got some great cards here. I love this card. Love that one. That was pretty cool. The one with the circle, the one previous to that one. Let's see. Yay, he said. Yay! Yay. The 5 cards have been chosen, and here they are. No, really, that's how he says it. The winners are Stephen Rockwood, R.I.B., Trevor, Trevor? Trevor, yeah, there we go. Trevor. Oh, I thought, Trevor Cameron, Joseph Berdino, and a mystery man. He says, hey, mystery man, I need to get your name. It wasn't Bear. Also, I need to get the full names, small bio, and social media information from each of you so I can add that to the back of your respective cards. Very cool. Very cool. Usually it's kind of just in the back of the book, but he's doing it as a card. So I like it. I like it. Very cool. Congratulations to all of you. Picking just 5 people was extremely hard because I enjoyed each and every submission. Below the artwork from the 5 winners, we're showing them there. Minus Mr. Bernardino, oh, there went my light, who's making some tweaks on his piece. I believe you will agree that these cards from Black and White fans look amazing. They do. They do. I'm kind of partial to the final one there, where it was kind of a reverse, where it's the circle and they've got, half, I guess it's like a yin and yang? Kind of a yin and yang. Black and white? There you go. Kind of a, there it is, right there. Right there. I'm kind of partial to that one. That almost would look like a good cover. I would assume that would actually make a pretty good cover. Unfortunately, it doesn't show who did what there, so I apologize. He says finally, also, while we're on the topic of the cards, he's got one from Billy Tucci. The exclusive card will be sent to everyone who backed Black and White Volume 2. So there you go. What a great. Still need to figure out what to do with the cards. Still need to do with the cards there. Kind of a very unfortunate eye there in the second white. God dang it, there it goes again. Crying out loud. Pardon me, people. Hopefully it didn't mess anything up. Okay, there we go. Whew. There we go. Anyways, very, very unfortunate there, but other than that. We're getting so close to sending the book to the printer, I can almost taste it. Tastes like paper. Come on, Art. You don't eat the book. Even Bear knows that. Oh, well, what I'm trying to say is that we're getting very close to the fulfillment portion of the campaign. I know it's been a long process, and I cannot express to you how much your patience and support has meant to me during the process. He says, I am a lucky man. That would be Art. The Art T-Bear out here. From one bear to another. So there you go. There you are, looking pretty good on the Tushy cover. Pretty good on that Tushy cover there. Let me bring it over here. There we go. A little bit more center of the frame there. Kind of an unfortunate eye there, but other than that, looks pretty good. That probably look a lot better maybe if they colored Whitney in. That would probably fix a number of those things there. But other than that, looks pretty good. Can't wait. Can't wait for the old black and white here, good people. There we are. Let's see. Amy says, ooh, Beer is going to do multiple. Oh, I already said that. Did it? Oh, for crying out loud. The thing had to reset here. Might have to refresh here. 1 second, people. Will it work? Will it work? Okay, there we are. We are. This is going to be fun if I keep having to do this all the time. All right, anyways, thank you, people. Thank you for sticking in with Beer as he's going through all of his technical difficulties out here for you good people. All right, finally, the whole Taylor Swift situation. I tell you, people, it is, kind of one of the worst things out there is kind of manufactured drama and also manufactured romances out there, and it's kind of reminding Bear when he and the old Swifty out here, it was kind of, they talk about this sort of May to December romances. Well, this was more of a, one day to another romance out there, but that's all right, people. That's all right. Bear great. Miss Swift, she got probably the very best from Bear, the best 4.5 minutes he could give out there for everything. But no, the whole huge controversy, a controversy of people out there with the NFL out here. So you're not dating Taylor Swift anymore? No, no, of course not. It just didn't work out. Good to see VM here. It just didn't work out, unfortunately. But well, it's all in the memories out here. But I gotta call out. Gotta call out certain situations, and that includes, fake romances out there that are only intended for clickbait and just fooling people out there into thinking there's some sort of romance going on when really it's just two people getting together for, well, their own promotion. Forces at work out there larger out there than just two people or just one person of Bear out here talking about the whole situation with Miss Swift in the NFL completely beclowning themselves, the NFL, turning into, I don't know, a bunch of 12-year-olds trying to bring in a whole bunch of Taylor Swift fans to the NFL? Question mark. For some reason, most of them don't know what a tight end is, much less that she is dating one. But yeah, I can't stand that stuff anymore. It's just so patently just fake and obvious that, oh wow, Miss Swift just happens to have a concert movie coming out during one of the worst years that we've ever seen in the movies, especially when the actors and the actresses are still on strike. It's really very interesting that all of a sudden she gets a whole lot of publicity right before her film comes out into theaters that are very, very, very desperate to have any number of people coming because they lost Dune, they lost a number of the other movies, they all got pushed back to next year, so they're like, oh my god, what are we gonna do? And it's Taylor Swift apparently to the rescue. So a huge big deal with the whole NFL. I forget the guy's name there, the tight end, whatever. He's gotten in on it as well, and you look at this and you're like, yeah, there's no way that this is no way this is happening. The NFL's just be clowning themselves, and that's fine. That's fine. Bear doesn't even watch the NFL anymore, so I don't really care. But when Carson Daly is coming on to explain to NFL fans, quote unquote, how the game is played, then this isn't TRL. This isn't gosh, I don't even know what Carson Daly's been doing for the past 15 years or so. But anyways, Carson Daly out there trying to get all the Swifties involved in the NFL, and it's like, no, this is just so silly, patently obvious what's going on. So Beer is just hitting all the buttons here, taking on all. I mean, we're talking about the vac. Oh, by the way, the guy she's dating is a very big um, spokesman for Pfizer out there. Gotta get your jab. Gotta get your 15th jab, people, just to make sure. Make sure you get your kids 6 months and older. Gotta get the jab, both arms, just in case. Just in case one of them doesn't work, people. Well, probably both of them won't work, but don't tell, don't tell YouTube that. Shh. Anyways, grabbing on with both claws here. Both claws. Can you confirm? Hey, listen, look at the picture right there. Of course he confirms. Of course he confirms. It was the best 4.5 minutes of her life. Well, best 4.5 minutes of Bear's life, apparently. So there we are. You go on a date, and then all of a sudden you get a song named after you. You're like, that's fine and all, but I really liked her early stuff. You know, the more country. There's not even a country music fan. I like the country stuff rather than the pop stuff of, oh, I can't get a boyfriend. Oh my gosh. It's like, yeah, you can. You dated a bear, for crying out loud. It's not that hard. Not that hard. Not that hard at all. Of course, it's also helpful as a distraction as well. You know, everybody's looking at the impeachment and the Ukraine situation that's going on, all that sort of stuff. We need oh my god, we need a distraction really quick, people, really quick. And you kind of find out that, hey, wait a minute, the biggest or the most reliable voting bloc for the Democrat Party is single unmarried women. So very interesting that Miss Swift just kind of came on the scene just all of a sudden with this fella NFL fella or whatever. So it's like, ha ha, I see what's going on here. Beer does here. So she's dating a super villain. Well, let's just go with that. Why not? Why not? That would make an interesting an interesting pop song. I dated a. I didn't know he was a supervillain until he dumped me. Yeah, there you go. That would make an interesting song. All right. Well, believe it or not, people. Believe it or not, Beer actually has. Oh, for crying out loud, stupid! Dang you, Tim Apple. Anyways, okay, there we go. Thing with the thing. Because we've actually got other news other than Miss Swift out here. So let's go ahead and get right on into it here, people. We talked about this the other, probably about a week or so ago. I think a number of people are starting to catch on to a movie that it was called. Let's see, what was it called? The Creator. Creator. Garth Edwards did it. Again, I don't know anything about the movie. I've heard great visuals, terrible script. It's like, yeah, that's Garth Edwards. You never seen any of his films? That's what he does. Anyways, very interesting how he made the film. Very inexpensively. I mean, it still cost quite a bit, but you look at it there on the screen, it's like, oh wow, that looks like a 200, $300 million film, and it's like half of that or a quarter of that. So, anyways, he had a interesting take here. Here we go. from Rogue One. It'd be the Star Wars film that they did a little while back here. Breaks the silence on reshoot rumors, Tony Gilroy controversy. Let's see, the comicbook.com and Russ Burlingame, if that is his real name. With Solo, a Star Wars story production being a notorious disaster, and Rogue One failing to capture the massive Force Awakens numbers at the box office, there have been rumors about behind the scenes strife for years. In a new interview, Rogue One director Garth Edwards pushed back against those rumors, which he called a total inaccuracy. One of the biggest rumors was that Tony Gilroy, he did the Andor series here, was brought in to finish the film after Edwards started sparring with Disney. Is something Edwards particularly denies, saying that while Gilroy's input was valuable, he didn't direct the movie, with Edwards handling things all the way up to the Darth Vader stinger. Ouch! I would hate to be stung by Darth Vader. Bear was stung earlier by a yellow fly outside, and that still hurts. Rogue One of Star Wars Stories was distinctive and generated an instant fan base, upon its release, becoming kind of the dark horse favorite among Star Wars fans. Really? I mean, maybe the last 10 minutes of the movie, but really? Okay. That reputation has only been enhanced by Endor, that nobody has seen. The stuff out there on the internet about what happened on the film, there's so much inaccuracy about the whole things, Edward says. Tony came in and did a lot of great work, for sure, no doubt about it. But we all worked together until the entire last minute of that movie. The very last thing that we filmed in the pickup shoot was the Darth Vader corridor scene. I did all that stuff. Apparently, he shot a lot of that stuff, and like half of the movie ended up on the editing floor. Blah 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 blah. It goes on, talks about all that sort of stuff. But yeah, there you go. I found that interesting from the horse's mouth here. He's like, yeah, I didn't get fired. I did everything. Tony came in and helped, but no, that's all on me. So kind of interesting. They just had a just terrible string. I mean, they had Solo. They had Rogue One and then Solo, right? And then they had and then it was the Roundhead Johnson movie, right? Yeah, I mean, just kind of one bad thing after the other. Let's see. Amy says, "Ugh, sorry about the bug sting. It must be hard keeping them out of the cave. Have you tried planting lavender? Actually, it wasn't in the. Let me get through this story here, and then we'll talk about that." So this begins. Let me get this off here real quick. I'll get back to Taylor Swift here for just a second because Bear is starting a new segment here on the program for news here. It's going to be called the Bee or Not the Bee. That would be the Sacramento Bee out there. Is this following story true, or is it from the Babylon Bee? That's right. What did I call it? The Sacramento, the Babylon Bee. Is it the Babylon Bee, or is it a true story out here? I will get this in 1 second. Let me find it here. Okay, here we are, people. Bee or Not Bee? The movie, entitled No Wake Zone, will film for 13 days in the Tampa area throughout January and February. It is about, people, a mutated manatee that terrorizes Tampa Bay, leaving it up to a grizzly Marine Patrol veteran to save the day. To save the day. Now, is that a real story, or is that from the Babylon Bee? So I guess we'll do A, it's a true story, or B for the Babylon Bee. A, is this a true story? A mutated manatee movie? Or is it just humor from the Babylon Bee? Is it humor from Babylon Bee? Amy says, I can't decide. Well, One or the other. It's got to be one or the other. If that's something I want as a movie or not. Okay, while you're deciding, I need to bring this other thing up here. Let me do this. People are contemplating. Let's see if this will work. I hope this will work. It might work, people. It may, in fact, work. Let's see. Oh, gosh, I don't need to do the entire thing. Let's see, can I break it out? Gosh dang it, no. Gosh dang it. Well, actually, I can do this. I cannot do the video for some reason, but actually, wait a minute. I might be able to. Let's see if we can drag it onto the desktop here. Will that work? Amy says, I'll go with A. It sounds better than most of what's being made. Well, let's find out here. Just one moment. Let's see if this works. Ah, gosh dang it. No, it doesn't. Ah, son of a gun. Amy is actually correct. She is correct from the Tampa Bay Times. And Paul Gazzo. Killer Manatee movie will be made in Tampa. Jaws taught the world it's not safe to go back in the water. Now Tampa will be reminded of that by a manatee. According to the application for $100,000, his Hillsborough County Film Incentive, the movie titled No Wake Zone will film for 13 days in the Tampa area throughout January and February. It is about a mutated manatee that terrorizes Tampa Bay, leaving it up to a grizzled. I always said grizzly. That'd be interesting if it was a bear that was saving Tampa Bay. There you are. Oh, there it goes. Okay, will it? It might work. Okay. Leaving it up to a grizzly Marine Patrol veteran to save the day. That'll teach us to run out of lettuce. The National Wildlife Federation's website says that manatees, often called sea cows, hey now, are some of the most peaceful creatures in the world. The Sarasota-backed production company Toxic Pictures, what? Is estimated to spend around $800,000 in the county, according to the application, via 637 hotel room nights, over 26 residents on the crew, plus food, location rentals, and equipment. They say, think Sharknado with heart and better-looking locations, says Tyler what's his face, head of Hillsborough's Film Commission. Film Tampa Bay, a silly premise aside, No Wake Zone looks like to be a fun, tongue-in-cheek horror/comedy that's not only going to put locals to work, but show off our beautiful waterways throughout Tampa Bay. Well, speaking, oops, god dang it, what the hell happened? Okay, stop. Okay, nope, ah! All right, well, let's see if this works. People. Pardon bear here. Let's see. Okay, I need to do the thing with the thing. And, people, you will be surprised. Shocked, even. At bear here because he was just out. Literally just out. I was like, let's go take a picture. Let's go take a picture of the sunset that's happening here. Okay, let's see. Hopefully that'll work. Okay, that'll do. Of course, all being blocked out because stinking smoke from Canada came down. Okay, is this it? This might be it. It is it, people. And he came across, as soon as I scale it just right here, I just happened to look down in the river there, and bada bing, bada boom, there's a manatee. Right there. Look at there, people. Let's see if this will work. Let's see if this will go through the motions here, people. Let's see, do the thing with the thing. Will it do it? There we are, people. Again, it's at just past sunset, so you can hardly see them there, but you'll see them every once in a while with the bubbles. They'll come up for air every once in a while. I didn't get it, but one of them, there they are. There's one right there, and the other one's a little bit down there on the frame there. I'm trying to get a better angle of it there. A lot of reflections, but you can see both of them there. See both of them there. About the same size. It might have been a juvenile in there, kind of a mom and juvenile there, but a little pod, probably dead upriver or somewhere along the line. But there you go. There is a manatee, people. They're just having a walk out. Just like, hey, I'm gonna go take a picture of the sunset. And, there's just happen to be two manatees right outside there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool there. They know manatees can't bite, don't they? They do bite. It's how they eat. they're eating grass right there. So there you are. There goes one kind of coming up to the surface. Pretty cool. Just getting a little breath and then going back down. You got to. Luckily, there was no boats. Luckily, there was no boats out there that were causing any trouble. But yeah, there you go. Uh-oh, is it not showing it again? Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, hold on. Are you people able to see the video, or is it just... Alright, maybe it might be blocked. Is it blocked? No, it's not blocked. Alright, people, I gotta reset once again. Pardon beer here, let's see if this works. There he goes with the tail. Oh, I gotta have to freaking rewind this. Will it do it? Will it do it? Come on, man. There we go. Finally. So there you are. Hopefully you can see him now. Hopefully, there he is. Coming up to get some air. Pretty cool stuff. So there is your manatee right there, people. You don't have to dream about it. You can see it right there. All right, I'm just gonna test here in the chat just to make sure. Okay, that works. Everything works. It stopped! Oh, for crying out loud. I don't know what the hell's happening, people. I still gotta figure out this OS, but if you can believe bear or not, there is manatees out there. All right, let me pause this. There we go. Pause that for you good people. There we go. There we are. Okay, we're back. We are back there. And I got rid of the news, didn't I? Oh, for crying out loud. Bear one of these days. Professional show. We will try. We will try. All right. Oh, Amy does see the video. How cool. Okay. Oh, well, gosh, I gotta go back now. You didn't see it the entire time, right? You just saw the very end? All right, let's see if we can get it to do it again here. 1 second. Let me bring it back up. Rewind it. There's some good spots. Here we go. Let's play. Let's see if it works here again. Okay, it shows up on OBS. Does it show up? In YouTube! Come on, there we go. There it is. Alright, there they are. Coming up for air there. Pretty cool. So there is your manatee right there. Right there. Across the river there is actually an alligator that hangs out quite a bit, so quite a number of wild animals out there, including bear. It would be funny if you had the professional show one time when P Money wasn't here. Where is P Money? Where the heck is P Money at? For crying out loud! Yeah, that would. Then beer would be resolved. You're like, all right, I did the professional show the one time. Now I'm done. So there he goes. He's trying to get some air there. Pretty cool. They don't look that scary though. Well, wait till one sneaks up on you, then you'll know. You see them there where they're just kind of very gently with the fins there. I mean, it looks very gentle with him. Uh, just that little flick. I mean, it's kind of the equivalent of just kind of slightly flicking your wrist a little bit. Bear was in the water one time behind one of those guys, and it wasn't as a menacing thing or anything like that. It was just, hey, I need to go up the river here just a little bit. I need to go get some grass over here. Let me just, slightly slightly moved. It blew Bear back. I mean, that's how much power they have there. So very powerful animals. You wouldn't think it, but yes, they are. Very powerful indeed. So there we go. That was all. I stopped shooting. I went to go move, and bugs were biting Bear and everything. And I wish I'd had it because there was a guy. One of the manatees farted. You see a bunch of bubbles float up. You had to be there. It was funny. So cool. Oh well, they're strong. They're pretty solid little critters. Yeah, you wouldn't think that like a cow, if you want to compare them to a cow out there, if a cow like wants to run you over, the cow's gonna win. The cow's gonna win every time. But it wasn't like anything that was he was trying to make harm or anything to Bear. It was just like, oh, I just need to go over here. Let me flick the tail just slightly here. It wasn't even the big rush that they go through or anything like that. Just, let me just move this way, and blew Bear back in the water. There were some powerful critters out there. So there you are. There you are. So very cool. It blended together there. Blended together. So yeah, Bear was shooting that. You're probably looking at the manatees there. So, oh, look at the manatees. You weren't seeing Bear just shaking because every time the bug would bite Bear, and he's like, god dang, freaking what was it? The yellow jacket. It still itches. For crying out loud, it still itches. Anyways, there we are. There is that. Go check it out. Let's see. Did I give him credit? TampaBay.com and Paul Guzzo. Paul Guzzo. Paul Guzzo out there. Amy, are they doing a drawn a DMQ tonight? Wonder if they're doing a DMQ tonight. Hopefully, I don't want to keep Amy and Melissa here if they're doing it. There you are. All right, moving. We're gonna briskly move along here for you good people. We were talking about this the last time. Oh shoot, I forgot to bring it in. Oh, she hasn't heard. Hasn't heard. Well, hopefully they'll go and do something here. Oh, 1 second. Let me get this to show to people. What the heck is going on here? Oh, for crying out loud, beer. Yeah, I forgot to bring these in. 1 second. Oh, I was so busy. So busy today trying to figure out this dang phone. And then Joe Biden calls up Bear out of the blue, like, for crying out loud. I mean, he called like 300 other million people out of the blue, but probably was looking for the life alert thing and hit the wrong button there. Let's see. Do the thing with the thing. And there you go. When you do the thing, try and do it. Try and do it right without people waiting on you, Bear, because they're waiting for this great. There we go. I'll just put it over here for just a second. Covering up old Taylor Swift. Anyways, we were talking about this the last time with the actors, well, the writers and actors strike, saying, "Hey, yeah, oh boy, they're going to get all this money. Well, guess who's going to be paying for it? The consumer. You are. So, swiftly, so to speak, swiftly after they ended the writer strike, Netflix plans to raise prices after the actor strike ends. It says it's from Reuters. How do you pronounce it? Netflix is planning to raise the price of its ad-free service after the ongoing actor strike ends. The Wall Street Journal reported on Tuesday, sending the streaming company shares up by more than 3%. No, it should go down because people are going to stop. Netflix is discussing raising prices in several markets globally, but will likely begin with the United States and Canada. It's not immediately clear how much Netflix will raise prices or by when exactly the new prices will take effect. Netflix declined to comment. Of course they did. Of course they did. So they ended up having. I thought this was kind of interesting, where they're showing all the different prices over. From 2011, so I'm assuming that's when Netflix started with its streaming service. They sent out their final DVD just the other day. They got rid of the DVD mailing and just went straight into streaming out here. But there you go. There is the increase in prices over time that you see. Netflix, let's see, it probably started. I forget exactly what it was. I'm gonna guess $7.99 maybe. All the way up here to 15.49, and it's gonna raise it from there. Raise it from there. So Hulu. I'm not sure if this is just straight Hulu or if it's Hulu with the Disney Plus. There's a bundle in there. Hulu, $17.99 a month. Max, HBO Max, whatever you want to call it, $15.99 a month. Netflix, right on its heels, $15.49 a month. Disney Plus, look how far it went up. That's that sort of goldish yellow line right there. $13.99 a month. Looks like they started at like $6 and then doubled their price. And they got the Peacock, the Paramount Prime Video as well, and of course our good friends out here at Apple TV. That's still pretty reasonable, $6.99. So look at all of this stuff, and this is just it's just going to continue to go up. I mean, not even like a little bit. It's going to go up a lot. It's going to go up a lot. But I thought it was kind of interesting here. I'm going to leave out Hulu for just a second here. Max, $16. Let's just say $15. Netflix, $15. That's $30. Disney Plus, you're going to get let's see, 43 bucks. Well, let's just do $40. Peacock, $50. About $60. Maybe $70. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's just call it 17. So what was that? That was let's see, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So you're coming up to almost $100, and that's not including Hulu. Hulu would put you over $100 if you subscribe to all these services. And this doesn't include everything. There's plenty of other places out there as well, but a majority of it, right now, it's probably more expensive to do all these right now than a cable package. Which, by the way, you're still going to have to get internet on top of all that. So you're spending $100 a month plus, what would you figure, about $30, $40 for internet a month? So probably $160 a month. Let's just call it 175 per month. And it's just going to go up from there. You're going to hear, oh, the actors got a great deal out of it. Yeah, I'm sure they did. I'm sure they're going to get paid a lot more, but it's going to be you that's going to be paying for that. So there you are, people. There you are. If you've got your shows on any of these services, I'm not saying that you should go record those right now so you could have them at a later point. So when the streaming services go kaput, you'd still have some of the stuff that they had out there. I'm not saying you should do that, but you should ask around. You should ask around to some of your friends out there. Let's see. I didn't even hear about Mike's devotional today. That's right. He keeps doing the Oh gosh, what's the name? I can't remember the name of the show right off the top of my head, but yeah. Anyways, it's sort of Christian themed show out there. So there you go. I think we have the cheapest version of Netflix. I'm pretty sure it's still under $10. That may be the one that is ad supported. So a number of these are already going to be throwing in ad support. So it's like, okay, why would you be spending 150 to 175 a month if you got all of these plus the internet, and then possibly having ads on top of that? You might as well just go with a cable package, which everybody cut cable, so they can save money with the streaming. You're not going to save that anymore. So we'll see. We'll see. Cable will probably go up as well. Probably go up as well. They'll probably hold off as best they could. But if you could just get rid of maybe like ESPN, you would save quite a bit of money there. But they bundle it all together for you people, so you're paying for ESPN even if you're not watching it. Like Bear, they got the The Lightning are going to be the very first hockey game being played. It's on ESPN. And Bear is boycotting ESPN. Did it last year, the year before the last, so we'll be listening to it on the old radio. Dave Michigan. Dave Michigan out there. So, anyways, there you are. There is your Apple's all your streaming stuff. Again, I'm not saying go on to the high seas and download some stuff, but a wink and a nod. Wink and the old nod out there. Oh, thank you, Amy. That actually means a lot. That does. I appreciate that. We try to do professional shows here, but no, that she says, you know what? I'd rather watch Bear's show than Netflix. Well, thank you so much. And Bear does it completely for free too, completely for free. And you never know what you're gonna get, people. You never know. You're like, okay, what's Bear up to today? Oh, he's dating Taylor Swift. What? There's manatees. What? Thank you, Amy. Thank you. That made Bear's day here. Made Bear's day. All right. Well, speaking of, well, hell, nah, we won't do another. Oh, we had enough be or not to be. But speaking of pirates out there, yarr, pirates. From the New York Post and Jesse O'Neill, pirates wreak havoc on San Francisco Bay with vessels stolen and ransacked, says an ex-harbor master. Houseboat and yacht residents in the San Francisco Bay have sounded off about incidents of piracy skyrocketing by marauders pillaging and plundering from their watercrafts, and even stealing entire boats as the Golden City faces a crime wave? What? The open shoreline of the Oakland Alameda estuary is littered with sunken wrecks and derelict end-of-life vessels, and crime has risen to truly intolerable levels. Former harbor master Brock LePep said during a San Francisco Bay Convention and Development Commission enforcement meeting. Whew, that's a long sentence. Multiple vessels have been stolen and ransacked. Victims have had to resort to personally confronting the criminals to recover their property without the benefit of police support. Well, they got defunded. Is this appropriate activity for a 79-year-old senior? Well, maybe. One resident told the outlet she kayaked over to assist a man who was calling for help on Tuesday night. They're yelling, "Help! Please, please, help! Anybody help me!" And I go out there in my kayak with a headlamp, and there's a sailboat drifting down the estuary. And with my kayak, I towed it to shore. Wow, she's got some arms. Said the woman who did not reveal her name because she was afraid of retaliation. The sailor in need was a panicked and terrified young man who said that pirates had cut his line during a confrontation. If there had been any wind at the time, I wouldn't have been able to go out there and rescue the young man who had no motor and no ability to sail the boat. The troubling piracy trend has struck the Alameda Community Sailing Center, where 4 of their safety boats, which are worth between $25,000 and $35,000 each, had been stolen and destroyed. We cannot run our program without these boats. In the response we received from the APD, that would be the Alameda Police Department, was that they could do nothing. We can do nothing. And a warning to not approach the perpetrators if we located our boats. Claiming that it took 35 hours to get a police report from the cops. Well, they were busy at the donut shop. Let's not forget. So there's the 2 stolen boats out there. 2 stolen boats. Oh my gosh, California is getting creative now. Yeah, indeed. If you didn't think the poo was bad enough, now they got pirates. We called them right after it happened, and they says, well, we'll send an officer. It's dinner time, and there's still no officer. They then said that they can't help us, and their best advice is to find the boats, but don't approach the perpetrators. We declined to heed that advice, and we were able to retrieve all of our boats and another RIB inflatable boats that was stolen from the Golden Gate Yacht Club. Unfortunately, they were all arrested that day. They were just joking. How many replacements of these boats will our insurance company pay for before they drop us? We cannot continue our programs without these boats and cannot continue without insurance. The episodes were downplayed by police in an interview with Fox News Digital last week. Crime is both the perception of crime and the actual presence of crime, says the chief of Alameda PD. There you go. It's only a perception of crime. I mean, look, sure, you're getting your home, burgled and people killed, and there's all sorts of stuff on the streets, and you can't walk without maybe stepping on a needle or stepping on literally a dead person in the middle of the street. It's just perceptions, people. Perceptions. And he says, and I say that because although the total incidents that are generated in the city of Alameda, less than 1% of those are attributed to all of our marinas. Well, yeah, when you don't take the call, then yeah, less than 1% are going to be attributed. If you don't look for crime, then there isn't going to be any crime there. Isn't that right, Mr. Police Chief out there? Lovely haircut. Lovely, lovely haircut. Do not blame it on the homeless. Don't blame it on the homeless. He added police were addressing the piracy complaints with a quote increase of patrols and efforts to educate the seafaring community. You're going to educate pirates. Don't steal the boat. There we go. Educate the seafaring community. Arr! Yar! Some of the residents. Oops, am I still showing the gosh? I'm sorry, people. I'm still showing the thing here. There we go. Let me go back to the professional show. There you are, people. I apologize. There you are. There's the police commissioner right there. Lovely. There's the homeless encampment. Don't blame it on the homeless people. Some residents believe the influx of crime in the Oakland estuary is coming from the homeless residents in Oakland. What? No. One person voiced their suspicions last month after noticing more small boats tied up around a homeless camp in the city's Union Park Point. What do homeless people need with boats? Let's see. And you wonder, where did they get these boats? Where do you think they got the boats? Small boats are expensive. Jamie Calamacho says maybe they're maybe they're taking what little money they have to buy them. But it's a lot of friends who have had their small boats disappear and their outboard motors. Jamie, let's go through this. The homeless have boats. The boats are expensive. You're saying maybe they take the money that they have shaken the change jar on the streets to buy boats. But at the same time, a lot of your friends have had their boats disappear. And you wonder, where those boats came from. We've not done a deep dive on identifying what particular group in society has committed these crimes, he says. I would say those people right there. But I do think that certainly anyone who is in a challenged position will turn to crime when they're desperate. The Oakland Police Department only has one officer trained to operate the boat tasked with protecting the waterways around the city. Fighting crime out here in the waterway is tough, as we only have one full-time Marine officer, and that's myself, Officer Kalo told the CBS Bay Area last month. But the City of Oakland Police Department, we tend to make things work with what we have. He's not out there 24 hours a day. He's only got certain time that he's out there, and it's only one person. Let's see. But the city of Oakland, we tend to make things work with what we have, and I've been training approximately 10 other Marine officers on how to operate the vessel. So the vessel is available more hours than just myself being there. You only have one boat. How are 10 people going to fit in one boat? The Coast Guard has recently been enlisted to help safeguard the area. I would say the Navy. I would say crew-served weapons would be good. In the waterways, it's very difficult to draw a line. There are no roadways or fence lines, so we all have a shared interest, much like crime as a whole, to deal with this as a regional approach. Yeah, there are lines in the waterway. That's what those little buoys are out there are for. So you say, okay, I'm going to stay in the channel and not run aground because of shallow water. Morons. The beefed up patrols came after a ship resident, Michael West, told CBS he and his neighbors were taking matters into their own hands instead of calling for authorities. There you go. I mean, a dead body on the land, they can't find him for like several days. So I mean, if you just kind of, walk the plank, as it were, maybe a cement shoe, perhaps, you could solve a lot of problems. You could solve many problems out there. Someone in this marina had to defend themselves with guns against the pirates, and that's where it is right now, says West. Everybody has a gun or a knife or a sword or a stick or something to protect themselves. A stick. We're down to a stick. I wouldn't tell. I wouldn't tell everybody has a gun in San Francisco. You don't want to. You don't want to be saying, "Oh yeah, everybody out here in the marina has a gun." Just put that on the DL. Put that on the DL there. There you are. So, piracy. Piracy. Just when you thought it was safe to go into the water, there's pirates, people. There are pirates. And the police are literally doing nothing about it. Literally doing nothing. Let's see. New York Post, Jesse O'Neill. Jesse O'Neill. The homeless might have decided to stop doing drugs and use that money to buy a boat and dock it at the marina. Or you could flip one of those ridgeable boats upside down and it makes a really great tent. Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, sure. They bought the boats. They just happened to go missing. They just happened to go missing. Well, here's the other thing that Bear would tell the homeless in San Francisco: go out and buy a truck. Well, buy not any truck, people, an electric truck. And Bear wants to make his recommendation here known to everybody. I would encourage everyone to go out and buy a Rivian truck. Electric truck maker losing $33,000 for every vehicle it sells. The truck can go from 0 to 60 miles an hour in 3 seconds, but the luxury features come at a heavy cost, people. At a very heavy cost. Well, at least to the people out there. At least to the people out there. Let me see if I can. 1 second here, people. Does it do it? Will it do it? Here we go. Oh, I got size it here. But this is what the truck looks like. Kind of an odd looking fella here. It really doesn't matter how fast it goes. It's like, does it tow? Can it tow something? Is that able to tow without running out of juice? Running out of juice there. There it goes. There is your river truck. I don't know if you'd want to take an electric vehicle through a through a waterway there. I don't think that would be a very good idea for anybody there. I'm sorry, losing 30K per vehicle. Per vehicle. So once again, Bear is recommending everyone go out and purchase a Rivian truck. Automobile manufacturer Rivian, known for producing electric pickup trucks and SUVs, lost $33,000 for every vehicle it sold in the second quarter, even though the vehicles sell for more than 80K on average. That's a lot for a truck whose battery is going to go dead in 10 years. The truck rather can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3 seconds. It could probably tow a load for maybe 50 miles. It has a high crash test ratings and a complicated suspension system that allows for a smoother ride. The luxury features come at a heavy cost for Rivian, however, forcing the company to lose money on every vehicle sold in the second quarter, as the company has spent half people of its $18 billion cash stockpile in 2 years. Rivian sells three models: the R1T pickup truck, the R1S SUV, and Amazon's. Oh, I forgot, they had the electric Amazon delivery vans out there. The company share price is down around 70% from its initial public offering of $78, way overpriced, when it debuted on the market in 2021. Founder and chief executive R.J. Scarling, talk about Bond villain names, R.J. Scarling, said that billions of dollars that have been spent were necessary to grow the company, and executives say Rivian's goal is to make a profit, maybe at the end of next year, possibly, or 2025, or until we run out of money. We're competing to build something that's truly better than all of the alternatives, and try to do that on a limited budget that would be detrimental to us achieving our mission. What is your mission, sir? Losing money left and right? On top of the expensive sale price, Rivian vehicles can also cost quite a bit to repair. An Ohio man earlier this year said he had to pay more than what? Oh, we said 4,000, $42,000 to repair his Rivian truck after a minor fender bender. They actually read into that. It was uh, uh again minor fender bender, but they literally had to take off like the back end, the entire bed, the entire back end. Uh, all the body panels are, they're not segmented like they are in normal cars. So let's just say you get into a little fender bender in the parking lot somewhere. Somebody dings the bumper. Ah, gosh darn it! So you take it to your repair shop. They literally take off the bumper. They may bang it out. They may do whatever. They may get a brand new bumper. They may get a refurbished one, and just put the bumper back on. No, they had to literally take out the guy's entire back end of his entire truck and go and get a brand new back end with all the electrical hookups and everything. $42,000. Luckily, he had his insurance company pay for it, but still, that is no bueno, people. No bueno. So, anyways, just the news and Madeline Hubbard out here, people. Madeline Hubbard. So, there you are, people. There you are. We went from electric trucks and pirates, Netflix, and killer manatees, and even Rogue One. Even Rogue One out there, people. So, there we go. All right, let me get back to the chat. You good people. Let's see. Amy says, I'm sorry, losing 30K per vehicle. Yeah, it's terrible. Terrible stuff out there. All right, people. Well, I think that we're gonna go ahead and probably wrap things up here. But what a interesting day here, telling everybody about Bear's association with Taylor Swift and the song that she wrote. All the memories out there. All the me and all 50 other tossed aside boyfriends out there, just tossing us left and right, like a good Democrat spokeswoman should. There you are, people, staying single the entire time. All right, well, I want to thank Amy and Melissa out there. Let's see, VM. Hopefully, VM still stick with us. And where the hell is P Money? Gosh dang it! I guess nobody saw the promo for beer here. Didn't get any notifications, so well, that's fine. That's par for the course here for beer. Once again, show you here being a shadow band as always here, people. Being shadow band. Look at here, straight up and then straight down for beer. Straight up and straight down for beer. Thanks a lot, YouTube. Thanks a lot. So, anyways, yes, we hope P Money is okay. Hopefully, he's watching. P Money, if you're watching this after the fact, You gotta give Bear 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. Let's see. No notifications on any of my shit. There was something that Bear saw with YouTube. Like they weren't. It wasn't. It wasn't showing like the last couple hours of people viewing any of the videos. Supposedly they had it fixed, but yeah, that was a known issue out there. So we'll see. Just who knows? Who the heck knows? Many people just don't want to see Taylor Swift out there. So Bear, you are a comics channel, not a pop music channel. Need 3 thumbs up. Well, Bear will take as many as he actually got 3 thumbs up here. So we'll take what we can get here. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, you know what? Bear is getting a little bit hungry here. Talking about all this stuff makes Bear very hungry. So he's gonna head back into the woods. So until next time, people.